you guys, and welcome back to a new Sims 4 speed build. Today I am building a ginormous farm lot with, in total we have 4 different buildings, and we also have a big farm on this lot. This is a 64 by 64, which is the current biggest lot size we have in The Sims 4, and it is located in Henford-on-Backley, which comes with the expansion pack cottage living, I think. And I really enjoyed building this farm because this is not a traditional looking farm, as you can probably tell by now, because we are kind of starting to build the main home. This is actually a modern farm, so we have quite a lot of modern elements with a lot of woods, though. This was mainly built using the Orjanic pack from Felixandresims, so make sure to check it out if you are interested in most of the CC. So I used a lot of his CC for this whole build. And of course every other CC creator I used is mentioned in the description box, so if you want to know any specific thing, you can ask me in the comments any day. I have no issue answering your questions. But if you just want to check out in general the CC creators I am using, then just take a look in the description box. There is everybody listed. Hopefully, I hope I don't forget somebody, but the main protagonists of my CC builds basically are mentioned in the description box. And as you can tell, we are building this modern kind of looking farm. And my storyline with this, because I mentioned we have 4 different buildings, this is the main house. It's big, it's modern, but it could be used as different, just different homes separately together, so different families could live in this one build, so the bedrooms don't necessarily have to be all for one family, basically, I guess. And furthermore, we have this thing that we have the 4 different buildings, so there could be a lot of Sims living here. I think in total we have 3 bedrooms in the main house, 3 in the front house, and again 1 bedroom in the pool house. So we have a pool house next to this one. You can see we're actually currently building it. Oh my gosh, that was so on time. And we have a little front house. So my idea was you could either use this main house and have your normal family live in here, and maybe the oldest child gets the pool house for themselves or something, I don't know, or if they want to move out, but we live on a beautiful farm, why would you want to move out? They can just move to the pool house. I kind of got this idea from Rory Gilmore kind of vibes, and the front house could be used as the workers' house. So I guess you could have said that this family gone rich overnight, basically, and now they live on this beautiful farm with their successful farming business, which is kind of a weird thing to have. I mean, a farm is a farm, not a luxurious business. Anyhow, somehow they made it big apparently, and they have workers and they live in the front house, so kind of like a janitor's house, I guess. And this would be one version of the storyline. So the other version of the storyline, I have 2 actually. It would be that this main house is actually a bed and breakfast, which many families can live in. So not, as I mentioned, only one family has to use this home because the bedrooms are secluded. And the pool house could be used as another bedroom, or bed and breakfast area. And the front house could actually be, in that case, the house where the family that owns this bed and breakfast lives in. I don't think there is a gameplay option to actually play out this specific storyline. That is kind of sad, but they did not include bed and breakfasts in this game yet. I think it is kind of manageable. You just have to imagine that maybe you could open a vet clinic and all your patients are, I guess, the bed and breakfast people coming, or just make it a vacation home and imagine the other the workers living here. And yes, I don't think you could even have as many Sims as there are bedrooms in here, so you have to have mods, and maybe there's also a mod where you have live-in workers. I think there is actually one, so you can make this happen. Okay, this is totally make happenable, I guess. And I kind of went as I go, other way around. I go I just put stuff down. I'm sorry, it's kind of late. I'm obviously not in my right mind, but I like put down quite a lot of farmland because I wanted that to be the main focus. I also had this random inspirational picture. So on Pinterest, I often save not only like houses from real life, but also like plans from games. So like maps from games, I just saved them as inspiration. And this one is heavily inspired by actually the map of a certain game, I guess. And this is actually from a D&D map, so our Dungeons and Dragons map inspired. It is the Dragon Roost Farm Battle map. And I have no clue about D&D, by the way. This is just my Pinterest searching. And I think I actually managed a quite similar look, even though I guess it's not really the vibes we are going for. We're not going for mystic fantasy stuff. And we are going for modern looks. But now we are moving on to our third building, actually. So the third building is a treehouse. And I, as you can see, went to the gallery and went to download one of the Growing Together ones pre-built, because I do have that pack and I could have put in the actual treehouse that is put in from the game, but I decided against it because I really dislike the actual treehouse we have in the game, because if you were to play with it ever, in your gameplay, your sim will sometimes randomly go in there and sleep. During the night, they will wake up, go into the game, like into this little treehouse in the game, and just disappear, and you're like, where is my freaking sim? And they are most probably in the treehouse sleeping, and that's kind of annoying because you sometimes lose your sims. And second of all, it's kind of bad because you cannot even look inside the treehouse, so you don't have it on your radar, and you kind of have to look where the sims actually. I just really don't like it that much. I think it's a cute addition for like the children gameplay, but not for the actual Sims in general gameplay. So I decided to actually build a treehouse. I will later actually decorate this a bit differently. This was kind of, this is a big build, and I used a lot of time to build this, and this is also the longest video ever on my channel. So you kind of guess that I built this on several days, went back and forth, and I sometimes like differentiate between different build styles. So first of all, this was supposed to be a big practice for me to practice my landscaping, because this is heavy on the landscaping. I don't think I ever used this much landscaping on a building, like this much terrain paint, this much everything. I don't really landscape that much, and I don't really like it as well. But this time I wanted to really focus on the landscaping. Then I went in and did the little front house first, and I then, over the span of 3-4 days, I did the main house and the pool house, and I actually just finished everything. And in the end, I went back into the other houses, like the tree house. I didn't finish it, and also I went back into the front house to change things up, because I differentiate my decoration styles quite a lot when I build, and especially if there is so much time in between. So that is kind of why you may be seeing I put in stuff, and in the walkthrough there is different stuff in the rooms, because in the end I do go quite quickly around it and you don't really see what I am doing as much, I think. Anywho, we have also quite a lot of garden area, and at some point you are just out of options for the garden areas. So I thought what to do. I like the fencing first of all, because if you fence stuff in, it just looks more complete. And I thought, okay, this farm, it has to have cars. I have this one mod pack that has cute little cars in it, and I just had to put them in. I also have bikes in my game, because of course I have Growing Together, so the bikes are included. I think this also does not make much sense to build this without the actual cottage living expansion pack, because you cannot farm, you cannot have cows or llamas, and you don't have chickens in the game. So I would recommend, if you were to build a farm, to have these packs at least. We are now building a little courtyard where you can enter the lot while the cars are going, because I actually want to start off and put them in front of the house, but I was that's so unlogical, because this is all pathways that are kind of dirt pathways, and if you can go around like driving your car on there, I think you would. So I thought making like a little paved entry court would be more logical. And I also that's when I decided to put in this little house in front. And this is the little front workers home, or like family home. And I really enjoyed having more than one house in one lot. I think it's such a cool thing, and I feel like at this point in the video we kind of see this whole build kind of coming together as a whole, you know. We kind of see it looks like very well done on the outside. I'm so proud of this landscaping actually, because as I mentioned, I really don't do that much landscaping like usually, and I just really enjoyed it this time because I decided to go all out. And for example, had this little idea with the bikes, put them under this CC kind of actual roof, but I just put it on the ground and now it looks like one of these bike covers where you can put your bikes under. I actually went back in and down to some more CC in between these different takes, but I literally was this close to downloading these little bike stands, you know, where you put the bikes in. I decided against it in the end because, you know, I don't really think, you know, you need to have that. The bikes are just standing on their own anyhow, and there will be nobody stealing the bikes because, you know, we're not in The Sims 3. I actually think I have trauma from Sims 3 because of these sounds when the burglars came. I think they were so creepy. But here I will have to go back and forth and delete some windows, because when I started building the treehouse, I had not thought of putting this other little home in front yet. And that was kind of an issue because there were windows facing each other, and I then thought, wait, I put in like these little smaller windows in the little home, like you see in the front we have these small windows, on the side we have the big windows, and I thought, okay, let's change it to only the small windows. Decided against it because it did not really go with the style of this modern farm, and I wanted to have it there. So in the end I just deleted the windows that faced each other from the treehouse and from the little home, so you do have a good view out in the open because we are at the edge of this lot on like in both buildings, and you don't specifically look at each other. And also the treehouse is kind of hidden behind the bushes, which I think is logical because I like it to be a little bit more whimsical and, you know, hidden. And one of the issues I had most was basically the backyard, like outdoor area that you use with your family. So as you can see, we're now in this one paved area where, you know, you can sit and have barbecues, and I just really struggle with like decorating that. I don't know really what to put in, basically. That's the biggest struggle I have in this kind of builds. Also the front home is kind of cheaper in some kind of sense, like the whole thing, it looks less luxurious than the other bigger homes, which I think makes maybe sense in both storylines I developed. But you know, I also had so many issues with this floor plan. The struggle begins right here with the kitchen, because anyway I put the kitchen in, I liked this layout a lot, but then we couldn't have a living room because I made this front area so dumb that I could neither like move the stairs appropriately, nor could I just, you know, put in the little living room in front because it was too little space. So in the end I had to extend the whole building by itself to make this happen. It wasn't really the ideal, you know, situation, but I really like this kitchen actually because I think it is a more realistic kitchen, to be honest. So if you ever were to, you know, have a home, this is a kitchen you would find most, like probably in a normal home, other than these big kitchens. And yeah, I decided to try something out with the stairs. I actually went all back and deleted this with the stairs. It did not really went that well, so I just decided, you know, who cares about these weird stair like things anyhow. And I decided, literally, this is funny actually, I would not put in a stair rail so you could literally fall off the stairs, but I really like the clean look. I guess in The Sims it's not really a safety hazard anyhow because the Sims won't fall off the stairs, it's like not a thing, it's just decorational, and I guess it's fine, so who cares. But this whole thing, they have a dog, so this is like a little extra. They own a dog in this home. Only the front. I thought a farm dog is very like a typical thing to have, but I could not be bothered with the dog stuff. And I got this pack new actually, but I decided no. I think the dog beds are so hard to put into buildings that I decided this little dog it had to stay like a little dog by itself in front. I hope it's fine and has fun, but that's all we got in here. So no big farm dog in front. I think I could have found a better place maybe for a dog than this little home. There could have been a bigger dog in the bigger home as well. So it's just what it is. So you cannot have everything at once. But I struggled, I think, the most with this small home, because I am not really a person who struggles to make decisions. So I know many people playing The Sims, they're like going back and forth, deciding what to put where, and I just put stuff down and I'm like, that's fine, I just put it down here and move on. I don't really struggle with decisions like at all. Like I just make them and boom. And that's also why I don't really understand indecisive people sometimes. Like I am indecisive myself, like on some occasions, but usually I just make the decision and move on. So this is kind of like why this is actually quite fast for a lot this big and detailed. And I also went ahead and I go in with the dirt paint like a bajillion times. Like the terrain paint, I went wild. I went really, really wild, and especially with the little like pathways down like the little farming fields, I just really went ham and back and forth between darker lines and brighter lines and stuff. And on the building, on the actual main building, you can see here we are actually starting with the outside patio area. So as I said, this is what I struggle with most, and I really didn't know where to fit in what. Because I have this big patio, I did not really know, okay, dining where, dining, do we even put dining outside or just right at the barbecue station? Do we have a little jacuzzi, where do we put it? And I actually went in and put a little jacuzzi in, like it's a CC one that is like down in the bottom, which I think is so cool. And that's actually like, it looks a bit out of place probably, I don't know, but yes, I think we are now back actually in the main building, like in the front building, because as I said, I like built this back and forth, not really with a like rhyme or reason to where I was in certain like situations. So you will see me moving back and forth between the rooms and the stuff quite often, just because sometimes you see stuff, you move back and forth, or you record something, you stop and you just go back into the game and you like completely forget where you were, so you just move on with another like thing. So we are back at the little front building, and this little room, I spent so much time on it. In the end I just deleted everything. So in the redecoration process, this room was heavily like gutted to its core, because I had this new pack I downloaded. It's like the Love in the Air pack by SYB, I really don't know, Syboulette or something. I just really like their stuff. They have such cute stuff. This whole kids room is basically Syboulette, and I just really like their stuff, as I mentioned. And they have this Love is in the Air kind of pack, which is mostly Taylor Swift lover themed stuff. So they have a little lover home projector, and like it's so cute. And it comes with this recording station, and I put it into this little room. Big mistake, it did not fit in there. I don't know why I did that. I deleted it later, and the whole tree house is basically themed on the Lovers in the Air Syboulette pack. So we do have it in this building, but not in that room. So I came to my senses after just finishing the whole other stuff. So I put in a lot of little like signs everywhere, and also some more traditional decorations. And I also got this like hanging plant stuff for the front. It's so pretty, I really like it a lot. And this windmill stuff, it's just so like, it fits the farm vibes quite well. But I kind of went very basically on all of the other landscaping. I think the only plants I used were like this little pink one. And otherwise I did not really use that many different plants, other than the one greenery stuff and some stones and the little green hedges. And now we're back at the patio area, and I have this fire pit. I really wanted to use it, and I found out that these chairs actually are sectional sofas you can connect. I was mind blown. Like literally, why did I not know I downloaded sectional sofas? They're like kind of like counters and they form a little edge when you put them together. It is mind blowing. I was so excited. I put them in the patio area, kind of put this little roof thing above. I actually am quite happy with how this patio turned out. I could have done a bit more, but in this home I went heavy on the plants. I usually don't put in that many plants, but here I just went in with like many plants and decided the more the better, just like go ham with it, and it looks like kind of more furnished, I guess. So that's what we kind of went with. And you see I have a little, sunbathing area. We have the pool. We have 2 different platforms on this whole patio itself. We have 2 dining areas in general. And we have another fire pit and chill area. And a little like sitting down area by the pool. And a jacuzzi. I think I actually managed quite well. But at some point, the other patio, it's not that like stuffed, because what else to put in? I put in 2 dining areas already. I put in a fire, but I think I put in a little outdoor fireplace because it was just too hard. So inside we went wild with the Orjanic pack. So basically I just had the search bar on Orjanic and I just put in everything in the pack. It is gorgeous. It is like woodsy, it's like farmhouse modern, just exactly what we needed for this build basically. I really love it. I can only recommend it. Like, check it out if you really want to have a beautiful build like mine. So now that we are in the inside, I decided to just use the outside wallpaper on the inside because we have this big window front, and I thought if you look inside and the wallpaper is visible, it just kind of does not look cohesive. So when I first put down the windows, I also put down like the little kind of wallpaper pieces where the actual wall was visible from the outside. So that was the first part, and then I went back in and just decided to do the whole room in this wallpaper when I actually furnished the home, because I cannot furnish homes without the wallpaper, because every time I do that I cannot find a fitting wallpaper. And now we are in the kitchen, and the kitchen is actually one of the places where I decided to put out all of the decoration I thought could fit in and kind of rearrange it. And I was not really happy with the kitchen at first. I think it turned out kind of good in the end, so it's fine. I have built better kitchens for sure, especially because of these big windows. We couldn't have any upper cabinets, and I don't know why, but every time I put an upper cabinet above my fridge, it would have been possible in this build, it just has the weirdest shadow ever. You will see in the other building, I think I actually put it there, and it just looks off, and I don't know why. But I think we kind of flew through the kitchen. We are already done with the kitchen mostly, and now we are in the first bedroom of the main building. So this bedroom was the color blue. I like this bedroom a lot. I actually don't like it the most. I have other bedrooms I like more in this build, but we are in the first bedroom. And I just put in a lot of blue stuff. I don't know why, but I usually have a color theme whenever I build something, and I have a sim in mind. I have a person in mind. The sim, I don't think of sims, I think of people. So I thought this person, I kind of they like reading, they like just in general this blue academic Ravenclaw era thing, and that's just what they got. So yes, and on the second bedroom, they were kind of the pinkish but also farmlandy oriented person. So this is more traditional looking. We will have quite a lot of fun, or this is sarcastically speaking. It was not fun rearranging this whole thing, because I had this one cottage pack from Syboulette again, and I wanted to put in this massive wardrobe that comes with it. No, it just was a no-no. This room was a little bit too tiny for that, so we had to change stuff around. And this is just the more beauty-oriented sim. So we have a vanity area, and it turned out quite cute. I like this a bit more than the blue room actually, and I also like the little seating area. It's pink, it's cute, it's adorable, and I just really enjoyed building this. I think the details and thinking about what to put everywhere, it just kind of all fell into place. And for example, the black blanket I put on the little in front of bed, this little box, there's a blanket on top. I put that there and I did not even know it fit together, so it was like total coincidence. And now again we are in the bathroom. I also decided to just use the same furniture for every bathroom. I think that's kind of like more logical, and I had a certain pack I was using. I really don't know what pack anymore. It will be in the description box, so make sure to check it out. It's like one specific pack, and I just put all of it in. I liked it a lot. I think it fit together nicely and it was quite a lot of fun. So that's what we did. And also the like front area with the stairs. I like these open stairs where you can see like in the front, and you walk up and you can see the top where you like land on. I think that was quite cute addition to the home. And I literally went back and forth with decoration. This is just a big build, and I think whenever you have such a big build, you just find stuff randomly and think, oh, right, I will just quickly make a path out of these stones I found in the decoration section, and then I will go back right in and furnish the home. So that's just what I did. And this, I don't know, I am quite a chaotic builder, I guess, but I literally at one point in the end of this, I just knew everything so well. I knew exactly what I wanted where, because usually I have so much CC, I cannot keep track. I just have so much, I don't know what and where and when. I just have to look through it and find something fitting. But I actually knew what was fitting because I knew all of the CC I had because I was building for so long. That's kind of crazy actually. But yes, we are now at the landing of the main building. We have still a lot to go. So there is still the pool house missing and the other bedroom. And you know, it's quite a lot, and really what am I supposed to talk about for this long? So let's just ramble on about random stuff, I guess. Do you also have this thing in the game where you put down stuff and they just disappear? It happened to me so many times. I know. That was crazy, I guess. Oh, actually, I love this bedroom one of the most because this is a green themed bedroom. I know I am going strong with the color themes. I actually can't just find a topic to ramble on without talking about The Sims. I really don't know what to talk about. If you have any conversation topics I could talk about in these videos, just mention it in the comments. I have no clue what to talk about other than the homes I'm building. I hope it's not too boring for you to listen to me ramble on about the thing I'm building, but there's so much to mention if you think about it. So it was a journey. I found beautiful side tables with like little magazines, but they didn't fit, so I had to make them pink because I wanted to match the wood color, but the wood color would not match because there was not matching wood color in these nightstands I wanted to use. And I put in a little fireplace. I like this bedroom one of the most. I really like it. I like the plant in the corner. This is, I think, my new favorite plant next to another one I own from the CC pack. And now we are in the pool house. You will see I will have the camera kind of far away sometimes because I am copying stuff from the main house. I thought, you know, if you were to build something, you would put in like the same kitchen counters most likely into the pool house as well, like maybe for your daughter, granddaughter, whatever. And I just also struggled with the floor plan again because tiny homes ain't for me. I am so used to building big ginormous homes. I just don't know what to do. Again, like little spaces freak me out now, even though I don't even have a big room myself in like real life. But you know, I'm the queen actually in real life of furnishing small homes, I guess. I really don't know. Like my actual house where I'm living, it may not be so small, but my room, like where I furnish everything myself, this is kind of small. So I had to squeeze and hide everything in here, like my bookshelves, and also I live under the roof, so you must imagine the standard roof is no easy thing to work around. So I actually built my bookcases myself, so I'm quite Bob the Builder in real life, guys. And I can just say this and I don't have to show you any proof because you just have to believe me, which is crazy if you think about it. I really am not lying. Anyhow, we are now in the pool house in the final stretches, I guess. This is actually so pretty. I love the bed I put in this home, and I really enjoyed how beautiful it is. Like this bed I put in, I don't know if you saw already the bed frame. It's like this built-in bed frame with like the nightstands inside of it. It is crazy. And I also made like this little living room look like a little like place where you would gather for movies. I thought the pool house could be a extension for the kids, for the patio, so they have like a lot of pillows laying around, a comfortable area, just fun, and like, you know, you would like to snuggle into this room. So that's what I did with the living room. And the bathroom is actually the biggest bathroom in the house. Crazy stuff. And now we are onto the bedroom. I really love this bedroom as well. This is actually one of my favorite bedrooms. I have this big closet, I have these beautiful bed frame. I love it a lot, and it looks classy and nice and chic, and just overall it looks well put together. And again, we have the situation, it's kind of like the main bedroom. Just really love it. Now we're in the final stretches, so I will just say my ending words, because 31 minutes, it's quite a lot of talking, I guess. I hope you enjoyed the video, I hope you had lots of fun watching, and I will see you the next time. Sul, bye bye, leave a like, comment, whatever. It's way too late for me to care right now. I just hope you enjoyed it actually, but you know, see you soon. I hope you liked it. I hope my English is not way too, but like all over the place, because this is like recorded at 2 a.m. So please be mindful, I'm not a native speaker. I am most likely just a random person talking English on the internet. So see you soon, Sul, and have a good one.